So what I'd like to do is I've already played a little bit here in the Ninja Speedrun week 4. I wanted to come onto the video and be able to show you guys what I've done so far. Maybe some other things as well. Yo, what up, Cub? How you doing, man? And see if I'm able to, I don't know, do better for y'all. Maybe go get a little distance here. I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can. Logging into Mario Maker. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of show you guys the level the first time around. Then we'll go from there. So the big thing is that you're wearing the cat suit. Okay, so with the cat suit here, good. I'm glad you got home safe, man. With the cat suit here, and then these boost pads. That's kind of the main dealio. So you jump off this, you get the key, and then you're supposed to go back this way. Just to show you the whole level, I will go back this way. But actually, we're going to be traveling back and forth this way, I think. I saw one run where a guy took the bottom route. I tend to like the top route. I don't know which one's quickest, though, so we'll go from there. But, so we'll check it out. And there we go. Excelente. Whoops. See, I didn't make it up there. I don't know. Was he... I wonder if he was letting go of it, man. Wear shorts every day. Dude, I pretty much always wear jeans unless it's like... how does he get up there? I just gotta practice that for a second. I always wear jeans, dude. Jeans are like the most comfortable thing in the world to me. Okay. Start over like that. Trinity, what are you always doing errands for? You're always running around doing errands. I don't get it. You got a busy life, yo. I'm running too far into this guy. I can't get up there. I'm not doing well because I'm changing up my strats. Why am I running into that guy? I was not running into that guy before. I swung way too early. Hey guys, I want to tell you too, if my stream just randomly ends, my stream has been crashing on me. I think I fixed it, but if it just randomly gives out on me for some reason, I apologize for the abrupt leave. I don't quite know what the deal is, but I think I got it fixed. Alright, that was a bad route, but... Next week your schedule's 100% clear? Well, that'll be good for you. Why you always busy? Like, what, is it part of your job, or is it just how your life's set up? Like, you know, family, friends, stuff like that? Is it just always busy, or what's the deal? Why was I facing right when I came out the door? That was weird. Uh-oh. This is the route I've been running. Is going up the top route. I'm not exactly sure, but I think going on the crystal pipe at the top, or the glass pipe at the top, I think that's actually slow. I think that pipe slows you down, but I can't quite figure it out. So 43 seconds, that's not too bad. I think my record right now is around 38 or so. I'm not entirely sure, but whoa, dude. So that's pretty decent. Dude, I cannot get up in there. The thing is, if I get in there, I'm gonna have to do the whole run like excellent, because this is gonna be one of the toughest parts for me, is to get right in there without climbing up the wall. Cats, what are you doing? Do my cats? I swear to God, my kitty cats. I'm gonna strangle them to death with love, of course. They don't drive me insane. Don't take it personal. It happens to all my friends. They're like, dude, I just told you that yesterday. I'm like, I don't fucking remember. I'm sorry. That's slow, man. That's too slow. That's not right. See, I feel like I go slower on this pipe here. I can't quite tell. Alright. My cats. Give me a second. It's not a toy, it's a green screen, dipshit. Come on, move. Go away. Go on. Alright. You guys are about to see my house. A little bit of it, my bed's a mess. Go on. Get, boy. Get out of here. Come on. I don't even know what the hell he's batting at. There's nothing over here. It's just the screen itself. My cat's going nuts, you guys. He's just sitting back here just pawing at the screen. I don't even know what the hell he's pawing at. Sometimes these cats, I swear to God, they're going to drive me up a wall. Oh my God. These cats. Well, that was bad. Jeff, the fat cat's around here. Now he's looking, he's like, what's happening in here? Alright, that wasn't the best start. Oh, he's supposed to die if I hit him there. He's supposed to die if I hit him there. That's not a tiger print outfit, that's a blanket. Can you imagine if I like wear... Guys, I have to wear a suit to work every day. What do you think I wear? Obviously, it's tiger print. Can you imagine? Could you imagine? I'm in the middle of doing laundry and I haven't, you know, because it's midnight. And I haven't done my bed yet. Got him. Got him. That's some Peg Bundy shit. Hell yeah, it is, dude. Those leggings she wore all the time, dude. I do my hair up. You guys, I can't do my hair now because I'm wearing a hat. But typically what I do is I put about 8 cans of hairspray in it. Get all my nice makeup, my real thick eyeshadow, my tiger leggings, and then some kind of like a gym tank top type thing. A leotard or whatever you call them. And then boom, baby, I'm good to go. This part's not hard if you line it up right, but if you line it up wrong, still a decent score. Peg Bundy. Oh man, that's so great. The older I get, the more I feel like Al Bundy. Alright, that was a decent run. That was pretty decent. Dude, my cats! You guys, I might have to end the stream because I'm gonna have to beat you. Not really. I would never beat my cat. I really wouldn't. But my God, they're driving me insane. A Neko print. I mean, isn't a tiger just a big kitty? Okay, so obviously that's not gonna be the best. I'm gonna have to go lock my cats out of my room. Can you guys hear the green screen moving around behind me? Alright. I'm not going to actually beat the cat. I love these cats to death, but I'm going to lock him out of the room, and then I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's going to sit at the door and paw at the door. Normally, they're not an issue, but right now, they're pissing me off. I would never beat my cat. Sometimes they get a little spanking if they're in the trash or something, but that's about it. This run is awful. Alright, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta fix this. I'm sorry. Okay. I am back. They're out from under the bed, and they are locked out of the room, so it should be okay. Sorry about that. My dog woke me up by licking my face at 3:30 a.m. because she wanted a drink of water and won't go to the kitchen by herself. Oh my gosh, man. Is the dog scared of the dark? That's a good question. He's like clawing onto that. I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure out the claw mechanics with that. I don't understand them. I missed. Oh, that's bad. That is so bad. Doggo scared of the dark? Oh no. Yeah. I love my pets. I really do, but sometimes, dude, it's just like, I don't even care if they're messing around or you know, playing with each other, but it's like, can you not be like right on top of like me or my green screen? Like, come on. And normally they're pretty docile. My cats are pretty lazy most of the time. They must have gotten into the catnip when I was gone. I just got back from a buddy's house. Well, too much of that catnip. Uh-oh. Well, this is an awful run. I gotta get in the groove of things without the cat in here now. Alright, well, you know what? That wasn't half bad. I guess so. She goes in the kitchen during the day. Maybe your dog's scared of the dark, dude. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Alright, let's actually get into this. Play again. Why can't I get up there? What am I doing wrong? Maybe I should jump sooner so I'm lower on the first platform. That almost worked. Let's test where I need to be. Hold on. It's all about testing. Why am I clawing up the wall? What's the difference? Am I holding Y? Okay. Now let's see where I have to jump in order for that to happen. Do I get jump scared? Yeah. I'm getting jump scared. Do I like in real life get jump like, no, not really. Well, you know what? I guess I kind of do. I'm not Mr. Brave Boy over here or anything, but I don't really get like scared. I did when I was a kid all the time. I was always scared. And really, I guess the only time I really get scared now is when it is like a jump scare, like something just pops out at me. I'm like, Jesus, where'd that come from? What if I do this instead? What if I jump, and then... Well, I landed up there, so I don't really know. I don't really know. I missed him! I missed him! Oh, that was it. That was the run until I missed him. Why is it not going up there? See, so what I was doing before was I was just crawling up, but crawling up is actually slower. So if I do this, it's actually slower than going back and forth. The jumping is quicker, believe it or not. At least that's what I've seen everyone that has a good time do. I've seen them all do those wall jumps. And then they do that a lot better than what I do, too. But they all go down. What was the meme? What was the meme? I want to know. I shall think of a horror game. Oh, you know what? I would love to play a horror game. It'd have to be the right day for me to play it. But, you know what? As a matter of fact, come on. I'm off on Thursday, Friday. And Saturday. So maybe Saturday night we'll do a horror game. I took the weekend off. Yes, mattresses are not on sale most of the time, actually. I get that, though, because everyone thinks everything's always on sale. What a lot of companies will do is they'll be like, oh, it's 30% off. And what they'll do before they fucking put the sign up is they mark it up 30%. I get that all the time. Like, I'll have a mattress for $1,000 or whatever, and people will come in all the time like, well, over at Macy's it's 30% off. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the price over there? Like, $1,250 normally, and it's 30% off, or whatever, $1,399, whatever the price is. And then they come in, and I'm like, well, if you look at the price I have and the price they have, dollar amount, they're the exact same price, and that's the price they always are. They're not actually on sale. They're like, yeah, but it's 30% off. And I'm like, okay, then go over there and buy it, or you can buy it from me right here, right now, and not waste your time going over to Macy's or whatever. And you can pay the same amount, or you can go over there and be a nightmare customer to them. I don't care. But 90% of the time when there's a sale, and there's not a sale somewhere else, because they're price controlled. It's like an iPhone. Everywhere you go, an iPhone is the exact same amount, unless it's pre-owned, scratch and dent, or like by some weird third-party seller that is not an authorized dealer. So, wall jumps are fun to make, but hard to do. It's hard to do in the cat suit specifically. And that's my biggest issue right now. So if everyone always tells you, oh, it's an exclusive sale to us for mattresses, it's bullshit. It's total bullshit. Everywhere you look online, everywhere you look in brick and mortar stores, it's always going to be the same price. And, as a matter of fact, if they break those rules, if a company breaks that rule, we actually have to report it. We're obligated to report it to the manufacturer. So if Serta, for example, is selling a mattress, they'll give it to Macy's, they'll give it to us, they'll give it to JCPenney's or whatever. And it's the same price everywhere you go. Exact same price. And if a customer comes in with a quote from, you know, retailer A, and they're selling it for cheaper, we take a copy of that quote and we send it to our corporate. Corporate sends it to Serta, and Serta does whatever they do. And that's why all of a sudden companies don't carry certain mattresses about 90% of the time. That's why. So if you go into a place and they say, no, we don't carry that bed, we're not an authorized retailer, that would be why. If you're at all interested in the mattress world, I can tell you all about it. Yeah, I want to know a good horror game. I have a couple crappy horror games, but you know what I really want to play through is Resident Evil, the Resident Evil 2 remake. But I'm terrified. You know what? I've played like the first like hour of it like multiple times, and then I quit and I don't go back. So maybe that's what I'll play. Maybe I'll do like, maybe if I'm drinking. I haven't drank in a while. Maybe I'll drink this weekend and stream it. And maybe that'll make me a brave little boy. I'll be the brave little toaster for y'all. Maybe I'll try to do it that way. Oh, come on. Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. It isn't scary, dude. Alright, this run sucks. Resident Evil 2 is scary. And that, I mean, it's supposed to be a horror game, right? But it's not like ultra uber scary. Oh, come on, I almost had it. I guess maybe it is. You want to watch me play the first one too? Did they have they remade the first one? Or is that what they're making? I know they're making another. Aren't they remaking Resident Evil 3 right now? Resident Evil 7 scared the shit out of me, dude. I'd be down to. Dude, if I don't keep the cat suit, I'm done for. I could play the first one. Like, do you want to play the old one though? Like the old, like original, or would you like to watch a remake version of it? I don't know if they've remade the first one, or maybe. Wait a minute. Am I confusing myself? Which one came out earlier last year? About a year ago. The remake. Was that the original? Dude, I can't get up that jump. Or was that the? Was that 2? Wasn't that Resident Evil 2? Okay, that's what I like, man. You don't keep up with stuff like that? Well, would you rather watch a remake or the original, I guess? I think that it was Resident Evil 2 that was remade. Oh, I just ruined my run. Alright, let's go down. Let's go down this time. I should have landed back on that boost pad. This might be one of the best times I've had. Oh, that crawl, though. I could have made that jump without the crawl. If I can nail all these jumps, we will be golden. That might be a new... No, I had 38 something. Either. Well, I will look into it, Cub. Because I would like to play through all the Resident Evil games. Maybe I'll play them in chronological order. Something like that. That is not a new record. Bummer. Bummer, dude. And you know, I'll play like Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. I just beat Resident Evil 5 though, so maybe I won't do all of them, you know. First one was more puzzly. There's still a lot of shooting though. Okay. Yeah, I'm down for puzzles and stuff. I'd like to play a scary game though too. Like, and Resident Evil's cool, but it's really not. I don't want to say it's not scary because it definitely is. And they kind of define the horror genre, right? I mean, that's kind of what they're known for, on some level. But I mean, there's so much more scary games now, and I would like to play. I thought about playing a scary game. Dude, if I don't hit that, I'm done for it. So, there's a couple different games I want to check out. Like, I'd really like to try to play, you know, Outlast? Outlast is a game that is supposed to be scary. I don't really think it's that... I've tried to play Outlast, and it's scary, but I don't know. Something about Outlast doesn't quite, I don't know, tickle my fancy. I don't know. I think it's too dark. I don't mind if there's a dark parts in games, but that game is like all darkness, dude. Like you're just, I don't know. Maybe that is a good game. Ah, fuck if I know. I do like puzzles though. So going the bottom route is definitely faster, right? Because I have that thing. Yeah, Outlast is running from your fucking pimp. It's all just running. I want to be able to fight. You know, I want to create some of that atmosphere once in a while too. A little bit of the fighting and survival instincts rather than just a running instinct. I don't know. All right, so we're in this door at 30. I need to be in this door sub 30. Ugh, I fucked up the jump. I need to be in that door before 30 seconds. Perfect. Oh! Come on. I know I can jump over him, but... Do they still make Silent Hill games? I'm not sure. I've never played any of the Silent Hill games. That's one franchise I don't really keep up with. I think I watched Kevin play Silent Hill once. Or he played something along the lines of it. Or The Hills Have Eyes or something. Was that a movie or something? What was it? Something like that. I don't know. I honestly have no idea either. Yeah, Trinity, I don't know either. If they do, I've never played it. Why did I go up top when I just said the bottom was quicker? I don't know. Because I'm an idiot. I don't think I've ever played them. Fucking block. What were they about? Are they like zombies as well? Is that what that game is about? Is zombie stuff? Oh, I hit that one twice too. Did you see that? All right, let's go. I think I need to go bottom and then top on the way back. But the thing is, I gotta wait for that block if I go top. But I'm better at crossing the top. Five Nights at Freddy's. See, maybe I just don't like scary games because Five Nights at Freddy's. The animatronic thing doesn't like do anything for me. It doesn't creep me out, and I know it's not the whole thing. It's more about like item management, or not item management. Like I guess kind of item management, like maintaining all the doors and checking the cameras and stuff. I don't know. I'd rather have something where I can walk around and explore. I think they were just monsters in Silent Hill. They weren't exactly. I guess they weren't zombies. I mean, maybe. What game? Isn't there like something that people can't use word zombies because of like Night of the Living Dead or something? Like, don't they have the right to it? So it's like everything is just zombies or biohazardous like remakes of human DNA or something. I think there's something like that. Alien Isolation. I would play Alien Isolation. Hey, what's up, Zokan? How you doing, man? I would like a new genre. You know what? You know what the best like revamp of horror games in my opinion was, and I only played the first one, was Dead Space. I thought Dead Space was really good, dude. I haven't played that in years, but that was good. It was creepy because it was a lot like Resident Evil was when it first came out. When Resident Evil first came out, but you know, updated. Okay, maybe it's not Night of the Living Dead then. Maybe it's a different genre or a different series. But there were some. I'm 30 seconds in the door again. There were some series that like coined the word zombie, and like they have the rights to it still, and I don't think anyone else can use it. I think that might be a new record. That's 38. That's why like Walking Dead can't say the word zombies. Nope, not a record. Dang. We're close though. Zokan, did you ever play or any of you really? Did you guys ever play Dead Space? I'm hitting that wall there. I want to not hit the wall. I don't know if actually zooming with the catsuit is worth it. Come on. That's a good game, man. I could play Dead Space. I'd have to figure out how to play it. I don't have an Xbox 360. I'm sure it's on the PlayStation Network or something. Or the Xbox. I have an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4. Or, I don't even know what I have. PlayStation 4? The most recent one. Whatever it is. I never play it, so I don't know. It's sitting right next to me, too. Yeah, I think the only game I played on PlayStation 4 was... Come on, dude. Go away. God of War. And that game was awesome. I want to do another playthrough of that game. Yeah, I think I tried Dead Space 2, but I never completed it. It was more just Dead Space 1 on the Xbox 360, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of want to, and this is not a horror game, but I kind of want to play through the Tomb Raider series again, the one that came out on Xbox recently. Those were really good games, all three of them. They were really cool. The thing with campaign games like that, though, and not that I'm like the biggest talker in the world, sometimes I'm quiet, you know, it kind of just depends on my mood. I don't talk as much during those games because I'm like involved in the story. So it's almost like a let's watch, but I'm just kind of I'm playing. I guess so for you guys it's a let's watch. I don't know. Well, come on, man. But I guess that's not such a bad thing, is it? If you like the game. But if you've never seen or played those Tomb Raider games, those are good games. Those are really good. First one, the second and third one are my favorite. The first one's really good, but it feels dated after you've played the second two. There we go. That's the move I want right there. Yeah, look how much closer. Look how much closer that guy was when I did it that way. So much closer. I went the top route. Should have went the bottom route. But that means that on the way back, because I'll activate this block, I can go the top route back too. Look, so I just step on it. Zoom back up in here. Boom, baby. This, I feel like I'm going faster, but I'm still going to be entering the door at 26 seconds. Or, I mean, at 30 seconds. How did that feel so... Well, a sub 30. This might be the best time that I've gotten, but not by much. About a second. About a half a second. I'm happy with that for right now. I don't know, man. Dead Space is, I think, was the game that has redefined, it redefined horror games most recently, but didn't stick around a whole lot. I mean, Dead Space 1, 2, 3, right? But, like, when you list horror games, is Dead Space on the top of everyone's list? No, I don't think so. I mean, you got Resident Evil, you got PT. That PT, dude, that playable trailer that came out, that's like the best horror game to come out in years, and it's just a trailer that you can't even access anymore. Get up there. I don't know. If you guys have never seen a playthrough of PT, you should go check it out. It's insane. And don't watch like a playthrough like, hey, I'm going to zoom through this real quick. Like, watch someone actually play it for the first time. It's creepy AF, dude. Oh, I slowed down. I slowed down and I didn't hit the block. Fuck. I should be in the door already. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, I turned around. Why did I turn around there? I mean, whatever. Still fast, but... I really feel like I should go down, but I'm more comfortable going up. Yeah, it's the one where you walk through, like, a hallway with the radio... Oh, I lost the cat suit with, like, the radio playing. And then it starts to, like, change color and stuff. It was what, what the hell's the dude's name? Who's the guy that made Metal Gear Solid? I can't think right now. And he just came out with the other game with Norman Reedus. It was whatever the Norman Reedus game was going to be before it was the game that just came out. Death Stranding. Before Death Stranding came out. Oh, I don't have the cat suit. Damn it. Yeah, it's creepy, man. It's a creepy. Yeah, it was really good, man. I really wish that would have been... Can you imagine? That was just a trailer, and that was creepy. I never got to play it, but I watched tons of... Oh, come on. I watched tons of people play it. It was really good, man. And it made you, it was good because it made you, like, in real life, like, have the hair stick up on the back of your neck. But you're still interested enough to keep watching because you want to know, where the hell is this going? What is the story about? It was really good, man. I don't know. What about movies? What about horror movies? Like, has there been any good movies lately that have come out? Because, I mean, like, when I think horror movies, what do I think of? I think of, like, Freddy Krueger, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Jason is what I was thinking. Michael Jackson came out. Michael Jackson Thriller. You know, the Thriller video fucking creeped me out. I hit the side. That's what I think of most of the time. And Freddy Krueger always will freak me out, man. He doesn't scare me like he did when I was a kid, but he's freaky, man. What a freaky, because he's twisted in the head, too. I mean, like, Jason and Michael Myers, you know? Okay, they're creepy because they're just imposing characters that are always there. But, like, psychological with the physical, like, threat, like, that's all wrapped up in one with Freddy Krueger, man. I mean, the psychological stuff, okay, it's a, what is it, late 70s, 80s, 90s horror movie, I mean, all of them together. God damn it. But, so, I mean, yeah, it's still a slasher, but, I don't know, I think slasher horror is my favorite. But, Cabin in the Woods, I thought, did pretty good. Cabin in the Woods for, like, a new genre of horror, because it was, like, comedy horror. It was really weird, but it wasn't, like, scary movie comedy, you know? It wasn't, like, tongue-in-cheek the whole, well, I wouldn't even consider a scary movie tongue-in-cheek. It was just over-the-top bubblegum movie. I don't know. But Cabin in the Woods, I thought, was a really good horror movie. If you even consider it horror, it's kind of more just like a... I mean, it's definitely horror, but it's like an edge-of-your-seat, interesting horror, something like that. I don't know. It was really cool. I really enjoyed Cabin in the Woods. I haven't seen it in a minute. The Saw movies, they got a little ridiculous, but like the first 2 or 3 were pretty cool. I liked the first couple Saw movies. I thought they were interesting. The first Saw movie... Have you guys ever seen Saw? Have you ever seesawed? Have you ever seen Saw? If you haven't seen the Saw movies, you guys should watch them. It's worth at least watching through once, I think. At least the first 3. After that, they get, you know, even more ridiculous, but... the end of the first one, I really don't want to spoil it if you guys haven't seen it. I know it's an old movie now, but... It's still... The end is so good of the first one, man. It's like literally, I don't know where I saw the first Saw. I think I saw it at home, and then me and Kevin started going to see Saw every time it came out every year. And I remember one time we were going to see like Saw like 5 or 6 or something. I don't know, who knows. And we were going to see it, and we got pulled over, and it's midnight. We were going to the midnight showing because it was that important to us. It was more tradition at that point, right? But we were going to see it, and the cop pulled us over, and I was driving, and he's like, "Where are you guys going? It's Thursday night." You know, because the midnight showing is on Thursday night. He's like, "We're going to go see the movie Saw. It's outside." He's like, "At midnight? Theaters aren't open at midnight." This real old school guy, old school cop. "Now what in tarnation? The movie theaters aren't open at this hour. Maybe they're getting out, but they're not showing." I'm like, "Well, it's a midnight release. Here's my ticket." Like, I physically had the ticket, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "All right, well, I guess I can't argue with that." Like, I guess not. He didn't have a reason to pull us over. Like, and now, if I were to get pulled over for that, I would have been like, "Why are you pulling me over? Because I'm a teenager?" Like, I guess I wouldn't be a teenager now, though, but, you know, I'm like, just because we're 2 teenagers driving around in the middle of the night? I don't know, man. Thank you, man. Hey, good luck farming, too. The first one was great, otherwise, the others were more worse. Hold on. Oh, I missed him. The others, yeah, dude, the ending of the first one was, dude, I remember, when I saw that, I was like, holy shit, and I was watching it, I think I was watching the first one with my dad. I don't think I saw the first one with Kevin, but I could be wrong. I could have seen it with Kevin. But when the ending happened on the first one, I was like, holy shit, that's how you end a fucking movie, dude. I was like, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And the Saw franchise is not a franchise where you think like, oh, what great movie making, top tier films, but like, that's a great end to a movie. You know, let's go to the other side of horror. The other side of horror is like the Human Centipede. Like, that is just gore for gore's sake. That is gross. That is just sick, dude. That's not even... it's like disturbing more than like horror. Like, you know, obviously if you put yourself in that situation, yeah, you'd be fucking terrified. What the hell is this guy doing to me? But like the Human Centipede, I would never classify, I think, as horror. I think I classify it more as gore. Am I wrong? Am I wrong there? I could be wrong with that. I don't know. Dang, man, you've been farming on. Oh man, you've been farming that stuff all day, dude. I guess that's what farming is, though, right? Let me know how your potatoes come out. Me and Distance were talking about potatoes earlier. Oh, come on, go in. He needs to go in. I don't know, man. Or like the Tooth Fairy movie, like, what was that? Or like Seven Falls or something? What was the Seven Falls movie? Avenged Falls or something? Like Evanescence was the trailer song or something like that. I don't remember. What was that called? Tooth Fairy Falls or something? Am I getting two movies mixed up in my head? Falls. Something Falls. Gravity Falls? What's Gravity Falls? That's something different, I think. Gravity Falls. I don't know. I can't remember. But it was like... I remember like it's like a black-haired girl in like a white dress as like a tooth fairy or something, or like a spirit. And she comes and steals your teeth, right? Or something like that. She steals your innocence some way or something. I don't really remember. Honestly, I don't even know if I saw the whole movie. But have you guys watched, oh, what's that called? It's on Netflix, or it was on Netflix. The Walrus? Dude, The Walrus is a weird-ass movie. If you guys haven't seen that, you should watch it just to say you... Not even like it's a bragging thing. You don't even really want to say, like, yeah, I've seen that. But, like, if it comes up, you're like, yeah, dude, what a fucking weird movie that was. It's one of those ones you want to be part of the conversation because no one's going to tell you what that movie's about until you watch it because it's so fucking out there and weird. They want you to experience it. It is so fucking crazy, dude. Like, it starts out... Okay, when it started out, I'm like, okay, there's like an Ernest Hemingway motherfucker. Like, there's some kind of... It's not Ernest Hemingway, but there's like a character like that. You know, drinks a little bit. He's a little bit... He's unique. You know, he's got some unique stories to tell and whatever. And this guy's trying to do a podcast, so he goes and talks to the guy to get some stories for his podcast or whatever, right? And then it just takes the wildest fucking turn. Like 40, 45 minutes into the... 40, 50 minutes, something like that, into the film. And you're like... What the fuck is happening in this movie? Dude, it is wild. I think it's called The Walrus. You guys should totally look that up. I got a late start there. I know it was on Netflix like in August. I think that's when I watched it, roughly. Like October, August, somewhere around there. It's crazy, dude. But then you think of other movies like, okay, so Scream, right? Scream is like the... To me, that's the epitome of horror, right? Is Scream. It knows what it is. It's perfect. It knows what it is, and it plays on itself there. And like, I mean, they even have... What's the movie called Inside Scream? You look it up? Okay, Cub. What's the movie Inside Scream? It's like meta, right? There's like... They have their own movie. Slasher or something? A knife? Something like that. They have their own movie, like... Okay, so after Scream 1, right? I think it's in Scream 2. Maybe it is in the first one. But it's like... They reference this movie series that is being made... based on the first movie inside the movie. It's like Inception shit. And I think it's called Slasher 2 or whatever. And they start the movie out like that, and then you realize you're watching the trailer for Slasher instead of watching Scream. But it's the same fucking thing. But they know what they're doing. They're creating their own universe within the universe to explain the universe that they're actually in. It's actually really kind of cool. But it takes itself serious enough to where you can actually enjoy it as a scary movie too. It's really cool. Scream is, I think, one of the best. I think that's the epitome of horror. I really do. Now, does that mean it's the best? No, but I think that is what horror is. Like, you do a little... You look at a little, you know, you cut the rings out of a tree to see how old it is. You kind of do that thing with horror. It's like, it's the fingerprint of horror is Scream. I really think it is. Now, this is me saying it, and I have not seen every scary movie. I haven't even seen every like, all the classics, you know? Like, Children of the Corn. Like, not that I feel like that's the scariest movie in the world, but, like, you have to watch that in order to... If someone hasn't seen Children of the Corn, and they're talking about scary movies like I am right now, I'm totally discrediting everything I'm saying. But I think what I'm saying right this second is credible. If they haven't even seen, like, Children of the Corn or The Exorcist, like, there's like, a select, like, first 10 movies or series that you have to watch in order to be credible at all, right? At least like, if you're gonna be the guy that's out there touting all this stuff, and here I am, but it's called Tusk. You're right, it's called Tusk. Yeah, that movie is so, thank you, Cub. That movie is so fucking weird, and it's with, you don't have to go look it up, but I can't remember the guy's name. Justin Long, I think, is who it is. If it's not, it's a fucking lookalike. It looks just like Justin Long. It looks just like Justin Long. That might be a high score. I don't know. Yeah, Tusk is the movie. Dude, watch that movie. And you'll watch it, and then you'll be like, why did Chaos tell me to watch this? But it'll be worth it, man. I've not seen, I didn't even know there was a remake. I have not seen Salem's Lot. No. Yo, Skywalker, thank you for the host, man. I appreciate it, man. How you doing, man? You know, last time, Skywalker, I think I might be on an auto host for Skywalker. I'm not entirely sure. Which is totally cool. The last time he hosted me, I asked him how he's doing and stuff, and he'd never answered, so I think I'm on an auto host. But you guys, honestly, if you like any of the first-person shooter stuff, you should go check out Skywalker. He does with, I'm not auto host? Well, then why the hell am I not? I should be. No, I'm kidding, man. You're good. Thank you for the host, though. I appreciate it. We're doing god-awful on this run. Were you and Woodrow playing, or what were you playing? Yeah, I have a couple auto hosts set, but not really. I guess I was gonna say I don't use it, but I guess I don't have to use it. It's auto. Dude, come on, man. Me doodling my boys? Hell yeah, dude. You guys kicking ass or what? We're trying to, this is a timed event we're trying to do, so for any of you guys that just joined, you're watching probably the worst person to watch do this, but whatever. What is Salem's Lot about? I always feel like Salem's Lot is about, like, it always reminds me of like the Pet Cemetery thing. Is it the same as Pet Cemetery at all? Is it about animals or something? I have no idea what it's even about. It's probably about witches, I would imagine. Now that I'm actually thinking about it. But I have no idea. Do you have to fucking carry Garrett again in every game, like always? Skywalker, we're talking about horror movies, and just horror in general, games, movies, books. If you have any thoughts, dude, feel free to chime in. But, we were talking, I have no idea what Salem's Lot's about. I've never watched it. The Exorcist is what scared me the most when I was a kid. Well, you know what? I mean, Freddy Krueger. I watched The Exorcist, like, one time, and when she walks down the stairs upside down, I'm like, holy, dude, that fucking freaked me out. When human beings, or whatever, is in a human's body, walk in, like, weird ways like that, that is what freaks me out the most in horror movies. It freaks me the fuck out, dude. I don't know what it is, but something about the human body, like, contorting. Like, clowns don't really freak me out. I mean, obviously, if there's a clown fucking attacking you, yeah, that's scary, right? I get it. But, like, clowns never freak me out. The, like, the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic shit never freaked me out. That's why Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't really feel like that's gonna scare me. I mean, jump scares, yeah, you're gonna be forced to get scared, but I'm not already gonna be in a creeped out mood. Like, spiders, like arachnids, or arachnid, or whatever that movie's called, that never really scared me that much. It never, I mean, it's creepy, but you know what, the new It movie was pretty creepy. Actually, that was, you know what, in terms of horror movies, that was probably the best horror movie to come out recently. I had not seen the second one, but the first one, that was a fucking movie, dude. That was good. If you're into horror at all, that is a good movie. If you have not seen that, you need to go check that out, because that is fucking scary. It's like creepy scary. It's like the kind of scary that, like, you go home and you still kind of think about it, and you're like, dude, oh my god. Like, this thing is behind my fucking door. Kind of freaky. Oh, I missed the jump. No, well, this run's done. Damn it. I don't know. That movie freaked me out. But then we had, we were talking about video games and, like, what video games have kind of changed the direction of horror. And I really feel like Dead Space was one of the more recent ones, and it's not even that recent anymore. But that really changed how I think, or, you know what, it didn't really change, it just revitalized the original tanky feeling of Resident Evil, but it brought it to a new generation, I think, because Resident Evil totally changed. I mean, Resident Evil is not the same game it used to be. Come on, dude. I'm supposed to hit that thing twice or once, but it has to be at a specific spot to, like, it'll disappear if I hit it right. So if you guys keep wondering why I'm restarting there, I know I can make the jump, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. It's not like how Mom made it. I like Mom's spiky vine things better. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's another thing I was talking about earlier. Like, I want to start reading more, and I mentioned Stephen King. I want to read more Stephen King stuff because after seeing the movie, I've never read anything by Stephen King. You know what? Maybe I've read The Dark Tower. I think I listened to an audiobook of The Dark Tower. Maybe that's what it was. But I want to read more Stephen King. And you know what? Audiobooks, I'll count them. Count it. It all counts, man. I heard the story. It is different when you read, though. You listen to someone narrate. Narrate's a little different. That's it. That's my new high score, baby. That was the run. Some people are probably getting, like, I haven't even looked at what the top score is. It's probably like sub 25. Like, people are nuts in this game, dude. Oh, it's not. It's like right around 30. Probably 29 something is probably the best score. You guys have movies that you were like terrified of as a kid, and then now you're like, why was I ever scared of that? Maybe Cub, maybe is that what you meant earlier, or would you still consider them? What was it? Salem's Lot. Do you still consider that a scary movie? I mean, you're probably not as scared of it as you used to be, but I'm trying to think of a movie that I thought was terrifying when I was a kid, and that I would not consider scary anymore. And honestly, I don't think I can think of one. I mean, like, come on, dude. I don't know. Arachnophobia, or like Twister. Like, okay, like, so like scary, quote unquote scary movies that are like about weather. I mean, that's like scary situation, but come on, dude, can you just hit him can I hit him at the right time? Like, weather movies never freaked me out. I don't know what it is. Weather movies I just do not care about. Like, I don't even like them most of the time. Twister, no, don't care. Day After Tomorrow, don't care. Never. I saw it once, I never want to see it again. Got him. Alright, I'm gonna go... See, the problem is when I go down, I can't go back. I can't go back up top on the way back. And the reason for that is because that block is in the way. Unless there's a quicker way to get that block done that I'm not understanding. Maybe this is the fastest. Maybe going down is the fastest way. I really feel like I lose time in here, though. Actually, that was pretty decent. And then this tube, though. I saw someone go right up here in one jump. Not me. But we're in there at 28. Dude, that's good. 28's real good. Am I going to get another record right now? I think I am. Fuck yeah, 36, baby! We're killing it! I'll take 36 every day of the week. Every damn night. Hell yeah, baby. Take a picture of that, because I might not be here again. Let's save the memories. Put them in a little book. I'm going to print out my Switch pictures. Who's that? Oh, that's Ness. He's a little kid, but he fights against Bowser, who's a dragon. Oh, is that your uncle? No, I don't know who that is. Who's the guy with the sword? That's what we're all wondering. Apparently they're from Fire Emblem. We don't know. Oh no, that one's Link. He's cool. Who's this? Can you imagine just a family album of all your stupid screen? Like, not even photos in your phone or on your Switch, just all the screenshots only. Just like, why did I ever take a screenshot of this? What do you guys think about Tremors? Oh, you know what movie did freak me out as a kid? That isn't scary at all? It's Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon, dude. Hollow Man, I don't know why. I thought the graphics, or like the CG and stuff in that movie was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Like when he turns invisible for the first time, you're like, oh my god, that's what we all look like on the inside. Get him. Got him. Good. Okay, so going down seems to be faster. It's got to be faster. Hollow Man freaked me out, dude. Like, this guy goes... Okay, so if you've never seen Hollow Man, basically, it's a whole bunch of scientists, right? And they figure out how to make people invisible. But the problem is they have to go back to formula. They gotta go back to formula, because every time they make someone go invisible, they go insane. And then, like, I think Kevin Bacon plays, like, one of the lead scientists. And he is like, yo, man, I'll be the final test subject, because I don't want to go back to formula. I don't want the... Oh, no. I don't want the funding to go away, right? And he goes insane, and they lock him, because they can't see him. So they lock him in to this, like, scientific underground building or wherever the fuck they're at with themselves. Or he locks them in or something, whatever. And he's trying to kill all these motherfuckers. And all they're trying to, like, not get killed and also maybe save him, because they, like, before he went insane, he was, like, their partner. Like, what a weird-ass movie. It was cool, though. The graphic... I mean, I'm sure the graphics do not... I haven't seen that movie in years. But that movie scared me, dude. And, you know, I don't even think it was made to be scary. It was just one of those things that got in my head as a kid, and I was like, that movie, I do not like. I do not like something about this movie. Like, my brain was like, no! I think going down's quicker for me. It's on the way back, I gotta get these jumps right. And honestly, on the way there, too, but they're easier on the way there than they are on the way back. Oh, dude, this is a good run. Now watch me fuck it up. Okay, so that's the key, is falling into the first one. At least for me, that's the key. Also, the key is the thing following me, if you didn't know. It's a little gold thing following me around. It looks like Lucky Charms, Mom! Oh, no. Wait, is that better? And I messed up there a little bit. That could have been about a half second better. A half a second better. Looks like this muffin was in the oven too long, about half a second. I could have been about a half second better, which would have been roughly where my best was, so. Looks like that's probably going to be the best I get, guys. So 36.6 is my best so far. In case you guys are wanting to, you know, go tell everyone. It's 36.667. You know what I wish? I wish the update for the Ninja Speedruns would actually show your time in, like, the top right corner. Like, it's showing you the countdown time, but I wish it would show you, like, your best time. Or, like, you could, like, timestamp it somehow. So you'd be like, at this point, I was at 10 seconds. Oh, why did I go up? Going up is slow. Going up is slow. Whatever, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. See, that's where I mess up every time. Every single time. Oh, I hit the block. Fuck. Yeah, we should already be in the door. I'm not even going to finish this run. We should already be in the door. We should be in the door well before that. Dang, man. We almost had it. So, yeah, I guess what I'm really asking for... Well, I guess... Okay, well, let's roll it back a little bit. Okay, so Tremors. Tremors always was... I thought that was a good movie. When I was a kid. So that shows you the caliber of my brain, right? Tremors, great movie. But I loved watching Tremors, man. I thought it was a really cool idea for, like, a monster. Instead of, like, a monster just, like, chasing you, like a Frankenstein. I guess Frankenstein really wasn't the monster, but you know what I mean. Or like a Freddy Krueger. It's like just a guy chasing you. It's like Jaws. It was like Jaws, but like on the land. Is Jaws considered like a horror movie, or is it just a scary movie? It's definitely in the scary, like, land. Is Jaws considered scary? I don't know. Horror. I mean, it's freaky. I would say Jaws is like one of the most, like, scariest movies around. Like, in terms of, like, history of movies, like, Jaws is a pretty fucking scary. It's up there. But I don't think I'd put it in horror. I think I'd put it more in, like, suspense or something. I don't know. What would I consider that? 28, dude. Even when I'm messing up, we're doing okay going that route. So this has to be the route. Because this was not a very fast run. That's not my best time, but it's good. Meow, meow. I wonder if my cats have calmed down yet. Maybe I should let them back in. Dang, that wasn't far off, though. Let's run it again. Have you guys ever played the game 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? It's like you can start with any actor in any film. And then you can start with another actor, and then, so I name, like, I don't know, whoever. Jack Black. And then you name, like, Audrey Hepburn. Like, seems like there would never be, like, a real connection between them, right? In terms of, like, links between movies. But you're supposed to link the movies together. So, like, Jack Black was in, I don't know, School of Rock with Michael Cera. Was Michael Cera in School of Rock? I don't know. Whoops. Well, this is done. Whatever. And then you say Michael Cera was in blah, blah, blah with whoever. And you're supposed to be able to do that within 7 people. To get from Jack Black to Audrey Hepburn. Or whatever. It's kind of a fun game. In case you're ever, like, really fucking bored and don't have the internet, you can try that. Actually, it's kind of fun, because it's a game that can span a couple generations. So, like, if you have family over or something, and you're like, what the fuck do we talk about? Did you see my grandma, did you see Kim Kardashian's new butt? No, son, I didn't. And I don't really care to. I don't blame you. Anyways, I'm gonna go jerk off. See you later. I'm just gonna go use the bathroom for 30 minutes. It's all good. I had something. I ate a pine cone. Like, I'm like a bear. It's stuck in my butt. Alright, this is not a good run. Not a good run. We're not making it. We're not making it this time. That's gotta be the fastest way to do these, right? Like, I saw somebody just doing jumps. Those are jumps, obviously. They weren't doing the zag with the cat suit. They weren't sliding down. I wonder if there's a faster way to do it. Jump up and then slide, maybe? Maybe I should try that. The thing is, once I find something that's working, I'm scared to change. I'm scared to change what it is. Like, minor adjustments I'm fine with, but that seems like a pretty major adjustment there. Switching how I'm doing those jumps. Nailed it! Alright, down. So, I don't know. But, yeah, okay, so if you guys have book suggestions, I'm looking for books. And do any of you use Audible? Or do you have a Kindle or something? Like, I don't mind. Actually, I kind of prefer having, like, I like paperback because I like to fold the book, like, in half and ruin the book so no one else ever gets to use it. It's just how I like to hold the book, but, oh, this is a good run. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try the jump thing. See, look at this. I don't think that's faster. I think that's slower. But if any of you guys use, like, Audible or whatever else, something like that, whether it's an audiobook or a physical book, or, like, reading, I need something. I don't know. And I'm kind of looking for horror, because that's kind of what I want to read, but I'm down for anything. The only thing I don't want is Knights of the Emeralds is the only thing I don't want to read. I'm totally kidding, Zokian. The Knights of Emerald is an amazing series of books. I translated the title, but honestly, I'm not sure. There's 36 of them. What's it about? That sounds cool. What's it, I think the closest thing I've ever read to what that sounds like, I'm not sure, is like the Aragon series. Have you ever read the Aragon series? I read Aragon, and then I read Brinsinger. I never got to the third one. And I love the book. Talk about a shitty movie, dude. They made a movie out of Aragon? That was awful. Trying to cash in on, like, the Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings movie shit, too. They're like, yeah, this will be great. 3 series of 12 books. Oh, fuck. 3 series of 12 books. It's a fantasy adventure similar to Aragon, I guess. I mean, that's... Can you give me a synopsis of it, or is it too much to type? I can look it up, too. I can look it up later. But yeah, I like fantasy. I don't like watching fantasy, really. Like the Lord of the Rings series, like, or the movies. I don't really enjoy it, but I love reading fantasy. Well, I should say, every fantasy book I've read, I've liked. Have you guys ever read the Artemis Fowl books, by any chance? I read the first one when... I read it kind of young. I think it was a couple grade levels above my reading. I read it in like 6th grade, and I think I should have been like at least like middle school. 6th grade for me was elementary school still. And that was cool, but I didn't quite understand all of it because I was a little above my head. And also, I was a bad reader. Like Dune, I love Dune. I know I'm talking fast for you guys in chat too, so we can back up if we need to. Meow. I don't know. A group of magical kids gets recruited by a king to learn the arts of the knights and eventually go to save their country against the invader from across the sea. That actually sounds dope. You know what the funny thing is, though? Okay, I'm going to pick on this a little bit. Not you, Zocan, but I'm going to pick on like the idea of this book. That could be done super, super well, or it could be the lamest fucking book in the world. It all depends on how they present it, right? Oops, excuse me. The end of, the army. The army starts with the first 5 kids, but goes worth over 200 knights. Holy shit, dude. That sounds sick. But it's like, listen to the elevator pitch of that book, right? It depends on how you pitch it to someone. Because, like, if someone was, like, you know, like, literally an elevator, like, hey, I got 5 seconds to tell you this book idea. They'd be like, yeah, I've heard that idea a million times. But then you read the book, and you're like, actually, this is done really well, you know? And I'm assuming it's well if that's a book you're suggesting, you know? Oh, shit. I'm going to have to look into that. How long is each book, roughly? Like, it's like a 300-page book, 500, 1,000? Just roughly. And they probably range quite a bit if there's 12. 3 series of 12 books. Holy shit, that's a ton of books. That's fine with me. I guess there's better to have more content than less, right? Except for in Mario Maker 2. We don't want the wind. We don't want those little wind turbines. Dude, that sounds fucking sick, actually. I want to read that. I'm gonna have to look into that. So I was talking earlier how I deleted some of my social media apps on my other stream. So like Facebook's gone, Snapchat's gone. Like Snapchat should have been gone a long time ago, to tell you. And honestly, probably Facebook too. But I'm getting rid of that stuff, and I think I'm gonna start reading books to work. So instead of like surfing the internet at work and doing absolutely nothing, I can actually read. I think that'd be more fun. That might be a new record. I don't remember what my record was. Okay, that sounds good, man. Hey, Zokan, I was gonna ask you on your stream, but I had to run earlier. Yeah, new record, baby. Is English your first language, or is it French? Or is it something else? I didn't know you were bilingual. Or are you trilingual? Ménage à trois. That's not even close to what that means. French is your first language? Well, your English is impeccable, if you didn't know. I honestly never would have guessed. I don't know, I mean... I don't know, is it... You know, you're not asking for compliments or anything you're asking, but just so you know, if no one's ever told you, you have very good English. Learned it in BC? I'm gonna be really stupid here. What's BC? BC? Is that a state or is that a thing? I don't think so. I don't think you sound dyslexic. Every time I hear you talk, you know, like when I'm in your streams and stuff, you sound fine. You really do. You sound perfectly fine, dude. Oh, I gotcha. British Columbia. Okay. I'm pretty dumb when it comes to geography. Geography is probably my least favorite and worst subject, which... Dude, no, you're good, man. I mean, even... Okay, so obviously we talk to each other more like this most of the time, is I'm talking and you're typing. And I never would have guessed through text, and when I watch your streams, I never would have guessed it, man. You're really good. That's awesome, though. Do you find being bilingual... Is anyone else in the chat bilingual? Does anyone else know any other language? I'm just curious. I have one person at work that speaks Spanish and English. and I know her very well. So I make fun of her once in a while when she says something stupid in English, and we just have the relationship where you can poke fun. And she takes it really well, but then I like that she's like, so wait, what did I say wrong? Like, I don't understand. What did I do? And then I explain it to her. You know, I laugh a little bit. I'm like, okay, I know that's not what you meant. And she's like, what did I say? Like, what did it mean? And I explain it. And then so she's trying to teach me Spanish a little bit, here and there, just a little bit. And God, I am so bad at learning another language. I am so awful. But I enjoy learning another. I've taken French. I've taken Latin. I've taken. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. French, Latin, Spanish. I took mostly Latin, which is probably the worst language to take because obviously no one speaks that. Actually, it's not a dead language, but it might as well be dead. Everyone thinks it's a dead language. It's actually not. There's an island. Okay, here comes my geography again. There's an island somewhere with like a population of like 30 people. So, I mean, it's not dead, but it's basically dead. Something like that. I don't know where my story was going. I guess I was just rambling. But I always wonder, like, how do you think in French? Because that's your first language, or do you think in? If you don't mind answering these questions, obviously you don't have to. Because like me, okay. Let me talk about this, and then that'll lead into what I was just asking. I saw a study, or I saw a person on Twitter or Instagram or something the other day. He's like, this is what he was saying. He's like, I read an article that not everybody thinks in full sentences. So like, let's say I'm not talking. Let's say I'm thinking. I'm about to say this, so I'm going to think this, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say, why can't Mario jump right now? Blah, blah, blah. And then out loud I say, why can't Mario jump right now? I don't think in full sentences like that. I just say what I want to say. Or I think of the idea, like, why isn't this happening? You know, and then when I talk, I express it a little bit better. A little bit. I know I'm not the most expressive and full sentence person, but normally it's because I'm streaming here. But your thoughts are in a mix of both languages? Okay. Okay. And that makes a lot of sense, actually, too. But then this person was, like, amazed. And he's like, so he did, like, a little informal poll on his Twitter or his Instagram or something. And out of, like, 66 people, I'm going to get this number wrong, but most people think in full sentences. And that was insane to me. Some people, I mean, I can sit here and think in a full sentence if I want to. I can be like, I'm going to say this. And then after that, this sentence comes, and I will say that. And then I do that. But I don't think like that. I'm just like, okay, the ball's blue. Like, and I just say the ball is blue. I don't have to think like, the ball is blue. And then say it. It really confuses me that people have to actually, like, I guess maybe do they have to? I can kind of flip back and forth. Do they have to do that, or is it just something that they do without thinking? Is it like it's kind of like you can breathe manually, or you can think about it, or you can do it automatically and just breathe. You can switch. You know, it's not like your heart. Your heart pumps blood. You can't really change how that, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But what that leads me into is if you're bilingual, how old were you when you started learning English? Was that like something as a child you learned English? If that was your second language, right? So, I mean, that could have been, I guess I don't really know how old you are. You're 12. Okay, I almost said you're 12. You learned it when you were 12. Okay, so you're pretty, I mean, brain-wise, you're about halfway through development, right? The adult male brain isn't like fully developed till like 25 or something, so that's roughly halfway. So your brain's pretty much developed, and so obviously most of your thoughts, or all of your thoughts, were probably in French at first, and then you start learning this other language. You're 12 again, yay! Good. Yeah, man, if I could go back and... Oh, I did the jump! I did the jump I wanted to do! How did I do it that time? What did I do different? Oh, then I hit the wall. Oh, fuck, I fucked it. And then your brain change, you know, I mean, you're still developing your brain, but your main motor skill, or your main, I guess, lubrication for your brain is how you think was in French. Then all of a sudden, like, did you notice one day you started like, I'm thinking in English? Like, was that a thing? Or were you just like, no, I'm just thinking like normal? Like, have you ever thought about it? Or I can't be the first one to ask you this, right? Like, everyone that learns your bilingual and is them themselves not bilingual has to ask all these questions, right? Or am I just annoying? Am I just the guy that's like, nope, I have to ask the question. That's me. It's me only. I'm the only one. Okay, 27. That's good. That's good, right? Let's not fuck it up. You never asked yourself. Okay. That's a new record, baby. That's a new record. I almost got 35. I messed up the jump because I was reading. I should have just... You just happen to think in both languages one day. That's so cool, dude. Language... You know what? If I could learn any other language, though, now, and I guess I can, I would learn sign language. I really think sign language is, like, gonna be the future. No one wants to fucking talk to anybody anymore. They're always plugged into something. It's either gonna be text, which I get text, right? I understand that, so I don't need to learn that. But sign language, you could be having a whole conversation while listening to your favorite song or a podcast or whatever, and just this probably is so offensive just to be doing this, but I wish I just knew sign language. And I got a guy at work that knows sign language, and dude, I just think that is the coolest thing. No verbal, like every other language besides written, and written is really just another version of a spoken language. But I think written language or I'm sorry, I think sign language is like so freaking cool. When you speak one language, you're thrown into a completely different culture that speaks a completely different language. Hold on. Let me finish this. You know what? I'll just restart. When you speak one language and are thrown into a completely different culture that speaks a different language, you develop learning that language faster because no one understands you, and you won't put the effort into communicating that. Yes. So, I've actually heard about this, and I heard about this. The specific example I heard was for Chinese. I don't know why. Maybe that was just an example that someone told me this was. And so ever since then, I've wanted to, if I could learn another like audible language, I think honestly Spanish would probably be the most useful for me where I'm at. But I'd love to learn Japanese. I think Japanese would be really cool just to learn. And most of my interests, if they're in another language, it's Japanese. So it just make the most sense for me, right? And I always want to go to Japan and check Japan out. And it'd just be nice to know it. But here's the thing. You go there, you immerse yourself in that language, right? The thing is I heard with China and Japan, most of the time, if they find an American, or someone that speaks English at least, when you go there, you actually can get along pretty well because most people want to practice their English. Because they don't have native English speakers out there for the most part. They have Japanese or Chinese speakers. And so when I come over there, and all of a sudden someone is like, oh, let me try my English out on you. So yeah, you can actually get by pretty well. From what I understand. I don't know that to be true. I've never been, but so then you don't actually really even end up having to learn. Now, the difference there is I'm on a vacation, right? If I end up living there, I'm gonna have to. I'll just have more encounters with Japanese or Chinese language, and I'll have to learn how to do it. Not everyone out there knows two languages either. I don't know. It's just it's insane. Language is just so crazy because all it is just making air. Just making air sound different. It's so crazy. Oh, whoops. I'm going to make air that sounds like this. You can make air that sounds like ba 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 ba, whatever. And it means totally different things. Or it could mean the same thing and sound different too. That's even weirder to think about. Have you ever had the thing happen? I'm sure you have. Like, you're hanging out somewhere and someone starts speaking French and they think you only speak English and they start, like, talking shit about you or something you're doing. Because I know that happens. Because I know, so like I said, I know the girl at work pretty well. We work together, right? We've worked together for like 3 years. So I know her pretty well. And I know when she's talking shit. And every once in a while I'll do something stupid. Like I don't know, spill papers or my coffee or something stupid. And her and her customer speaking Spanish will start laughing or making fun of me or something. And she makes some comment. And I'm like, what the fuck did you say? Like, after they leave, I'm like, God, I just ruined this run. That would have been a great run, too. I'm like, what the hell did you just say to them? She's like, oh, nothing. I'm like, bullshit. You're making fun of me, and I know it. And it's fine. I don't really care, but I just want to know. Let me in on the joke. I can laugh at myself. Like, come on. God, that was a good run. I don't even know what path I took. I'm just talking. And that's the other thing. Okay, so talking also gets you like this autopilot kind of version of yourself too. Like, I'm doing all this and having this conversation. The conversation is the forefront of my mind, and this becomes like background. But I'm actually doing fairly well at this now. Oops. Or yeah, that's interesting. What confuses you about the English language? Not that I'm an expert, but it is what I speak, so maybe I can help you out a little bit. Where, were, we're, where, and where. Got you confused at first. Hey man, I don't blame you. I was a little confused reading that at first because I didn't know what you were getting at. And yeah, I do get people speaking French thinking I don't understand it. Dude, I bet you that's so great. I'll try to find this YouTube video. There's a guy that speaks, like, I think it's Mandarin or something. I don't remember. He speaks perfect Mandarin, but he looks like, just like a generic white dude, right? And he goes out and he's, like, in the market, and he's acting dumb. So he's acting like, excuse me, how much for, this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, dude, isn't that great? Was it Mandarin? Or do I probably have the language wrong. And he's acting so dumb. And then, basically they blow him off and they subtitle everything that everyone else is saying. And there's like stupid American or whatever, stupid white guy, doesn't know what he's talking about. And then he replies and he's like, oh no, I understand. They're like, oh shit. And they get it. They get that it's a joke. Was it Mandarin? Yeah, dude, it was so funny. I loved that video. But then again, I thought, you know, that guy could fake that video so easy. Like he could just go up and tell them a joke and they could laugh. I would have no idea what they're saying. So how the hell would I know? I saw another video of a guy. This guy did. He had a sign out in the middle of the street. It looked like a very busy street, maybe close to like an airport or something, because like a lot of people spoke a lot of different languages. And he's basically like, hey, I'll give you, it's like $1 or something. I'll give you $5 or something if you can come to me and talk to me in a language that I don't speak. And dude, this guy, like, it was like a 30-minute video. The video was very poor quality, but all these people just come and talk to him in this different language. Like any different language that they had. And I think only one person stumped him. And it was like a 25, 30-minute video. And each conversation was probably a minute or so long, you know, roughly. So like roughly 30 different people this guy talked to. And all different languages. And he knew every single one. And he spoke it well, from what I understand. Based on everyone's reaction, he didn't just understand it. He wasn't like, oh yes, hello, I can go to the library. You know, it was like, he understood. And he'd be like, oh yeah, I've been here, I've been there. Like I've been to the library, I've been to the bathroom. He actually like would hold a conversation with him. Like I don't know. The more I think about it, all the bullshit small talk is just learning English or different languages. Yes, the weather is nice. Oh my god, I just broke the code, you guys. This is not a good run. But then there's a whole different kind of language that like most of us are pretty savvy with compared to a lot of people, which is internet language. I mean, like there's things on here like that people, like if I showed my mom this, she would not understand what this means at all. She just wouldn't get it. She wouldn't understand. She'd be like, why are you showing me a picture of this face? And I'd be like, well, the face means something. I got it. I'm reading my own chat rules, so I can't fucking type anything. You know, I would show my mom that, and she would be like, oh, I don't get it. I'd have to explain it, right? Not that I know every meme or every little icon, but it's like, that's a whole different language. We're almost working backwards to be more efficient, which is weird. We're going back to hieroglyphics, essentially, is what we're doing. It's very, very strange. Emotes are basically just hieroglyphics. I mean, the heart is just a heart. Like, instead of like writing, I love you, you just write heart. You send a heart to someone, they know. It means, oh, sending my love. It's really strange. It's really a strange thing. We are moving backwards. Language is getting shorter and shorter. LOL. Like, I can just send LOL and people are like, oh yeah, he's laughing. Okay, cool, got it. Instead of me saying, I'm laughing out loud, like, I can just type LOL. It's crazy. I mean, obviously things are going to progress, right? But it's weird that we're progressing towards something that was already in existence. Which was, it's emotes. It's hieroglyphics. We're just doing it in a different manner. Okay, this could be a good run. This is going to be my best run, I bet. That's gotta be it, right? I haven't had a 35 yet, have I? It's crazy. It's just, I don't understand. I don't understand language. Like, it's insane to me. Yeah, baby. Oh, sub 1,000, dude? I am happy with that. I'll take sub 1,000. Any day of the week. However, today it's more efficient and not needed to be printed on entire walls. Well, yes, but the language itself is what I'm saying. Like, regardless of the medium you get the language from, the language itself is going back to what it used to be. In a lot of ways. I mean, obviously it's not exactly the same, but it's just weird. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like, we're not, yeah, it's not like the median. I get what you're saying, though. It is definitely a more accessible medium. But it's not like we're not gonna make it more difficult. Like, okay, we can all use crop circles now. Everyone grow off. If you want to send me a letter, if you want to say something to me, grow a field of corn and write it down in the field of corn. You can only use crop circles. Or I guess distance you'd probably use potato circles, but you know, I get it. Oh, I missed him. All right, you guys, I think I might be done. It's about 12:30. I got a pretty decent score I'm happy with. This is the only strat I really know. I might watch more strats and then change it later, but I think I might be done for the night. Unless you guys have any closing thoughts on language or horror movies. But I think this is pretty much it. I'll try one or two more good runs. I might go for another 10 minutes or so, but I think I'm ready to pack it in for the night. I wonder if it's faster to do it without this catsuit somehow. The only thing I can think of that wouldn't be faster is getting through those pokies at the end. And that. I mean, we're still here. I did also take a hit. I don't know. Like, is that so much slower there? It's just jumping over this pokies, I think. I mean, that's still a decent time. Maybe I should try a run without the thing. Let's try it. Why not? Just for fun. Let's try it without the... Who says you have to wear the catsuit? Who says? Play it again, Sam. Oh, and that's a whole other thing. Music. I mean, music's its own fucking language. Well, that was bad. Oh, and I gotta get through that. Yeah, we need the suit. We definitely need this. Well, you don't need it, but well, let's try it once. Uh-oh. If I could get over there somehow. Oh, Zokan says I have to wear the catsuit. Got it. We'll wear it then. My B, man. I didn't mean to make anybody angry. I didn't realize it was a touchy subject. You gotta wear the catsuit. I gotta have my pops. Yeah, music in itself. I don't even want to get into music, man. I mean, I do. I love music, but that's a whole nother kind. I'll be here for another hour if I start talking about music. Catsuit's life? Hell yeah, dude. You know what? He's got to be so hot running around in this catsuit all the time, though. Okay, I understand how to do that jump now. I gotta get just a little bit of a run speed there. I don't remember what my other 35 record was. I did get killed. Oh, I like the little cat with the whiskers. That's cool. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Well, there we go.